Hi guys, Dave Pinson here, Pinson. Look for my books on Amazon.com. Amazon, download the app under David Pinson. Hopefully the books will bless you. Everything I do is everything I do in this realm here is hopefully from the unction of the Lord, and it's hopefully in His Spirit, and it's hopefully to help people become disciples of Jesus, not of David Pinson or anybody else. I think that's a big danger in the world today, the worldly church, and it's one of the pet peeves I have. But we're not going to talk about that right now. We're going to talk about Christmas. Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. So we have the carolers here. They're really bad. The good carols will show up when it gets closer to Christmas. Right now, we just have the boys that want some candy, and they always sing the same song, and it's not. And some song, Visayan, I don't know, and then they always end the same way. And they always end with "We wish you a Merry Christmas." We wish, but it's a short, and then they say Abaktan or something like that. Merry Christmas. But it's okay. We give them candy or we give them coins. So I have a bunch of coins saved up, and we buy big things of candy. We give them out 2 or 3 pieces. They're very happy. So it's easy to bless people. It's real easy to bless people. So for Christmas, I want grace. I want grace for Christmas. I want grace for me, and I want grace for you, and I want grace for everyone here in Kamaya, and I want grace for the man who stole the $50,000, thousands of dollars from us, actually from the Lord. So what do I want for Christmas? I want grace, and I want grace. So here's the thing I'm thinking of. It's called the grace that breaks hearts. I don't know. Maybe that's a separate issue, but why is that everything to do with Christmas? I don't know. Because Christmas time, for God so loved the world that He gave His only Son. So it's a time of giving, right? But it's also the time of receiving. Because here's the thing about a gift: it has to be received. So people argue about, well, you can't accept Christ. Only He knows who He takes, and He just takes him. And other people say, no, you have to accept Him. And I say, yes, they're both right. But the interesting thing about a gift, you have to take it. It- if I have $1 million, and I say I have $1 million, it's where's it? It's right here. And you never show up and get it. You'll never have it. Yeah, right. So you have to take the gift. So I want the gifts that God has for me. I do, and not we try not to be worldly. Why do we try not to be worldly? Because we are worldly. Because we have flesh and bones. Because we see things that we can touch, and we don't really see the unseen realm. And we all want to be comfortable. We all want to have that beautiful place on the beach. By the way, why did so many global warming people like Barack Obama and these people, why did they build beautiful houses right on the beach if they thought that the oceans were going to rise? Just something to think about. Sorry, I don't know why that came up. It just comes up. Things come up in my this little pea brain of mine. But we all want things like that. We all want worldly things, right? Some of those things are not bad. What's bad is when it takes your heart. What's bad is when you want to be famous, you want to be rich, you want to work, you want to be, comfortable. We all want to be comfortable. But what I really want is God's grace in my heart. What I really want is what I really want. The most thing I want for Christmas is actually salvation for everyone that I love. My sons, my daughter, my father, my stepmom, my brother-in-law, my nephews, my cousins, everyone that I love, everyone in Kamaya, the people that I came for, all these children that come to my house, everyone I love, I want to be followers of Jesus. That's what I want for Christmas. I want for the grace of God to touch their hearts. I want to be the grace of God in their life. I know I've done bad things in my life. I know I've estranged my family in some ways. I know that I'm not with them right now. Maybe they don't understand, but you can't understand it. How was that orange that I had for breakfast this morning? I don't know. I didn't eat it exactly. You can't understand what people are going through unless you walk in their moccasins, as the old Indian saying goes. I'm sorry, Native American saying goes. So what do I want for Christmas? Well, I want grace. I want to have grace too. I want the Lord to impart His grace on me, for my neighbors, for my family members that are still say prayers to a demon. They think it's Jesus. They think it's Christianity. To my friends in California that might not be grasping the full measure of what God has for them because no one's ever told them that there's more to it than just going to church and just having a prayer meeting here. They don't even have prayer meetings anymore. Just go to Bible study. But I just want everyone to follow God. I want God's grace to touch their hearts, though, because I can't tell them. If I could tell them, then they'd be listening. I'd have 1 million followers. A lot of people do. A lot of Christians have big followers, but what is their message? I don't know. So I'm just asking for God's grace for myself, for everyone I know, and for you. So I'm asking that the grace of God will fill us this Christmas season, right? That there'll be room in our, they always say these are the old things they always say. There's room in your hearts for the Lord. Why? Because Jesus died for you. Why? Because he loves you. Why? Because that's the reason he created us, so he could love us, right? So I just pray that I will have grace for everyone, that you will have grace for others, and that we'll all have grace for everyone, and that we will have enough grace in our hearts that God. Here's the thing I want to say. I'll close with this. God so loved the world. God loves everybody in the world. This man stole from me. God died for him, right? So God. So I want my heart to have to love them too. I pray that everyone watching these videos, everyone I know in the U.S. that I love and care about, everyone I don't know that the Lord loves and cares about, I pray that God's grace will touch them, and I pray that they will all become His. Why? Because I want to have the heart that's broken for the world, the same heart that's in His Son to die. I want that. I want to have that heart. That's what I pray for. And that is grace, but that's the purpose of life, guys. So I pray that everyone would. So I pray that everyone I love will become followers of Jesus this coming year. Merry Christmas, guys. God bless you guys. Ta-ta for now.